Hi, my name is Ken Adair. I'm a people's lawyer and a retired judge, and I want to talk to you about civil voir dire. Today I'm going to talk about eye contact with jurors and why that is important. Lawyers are terrified, and you ought to be terrified. It's a very intimidating process to conduct a jury trial. It's very vulnerable. You put yourself out there, and you want a jury to find for your client, essentially find in your favor, to find that you've done a good job conveying your case. But why is eye contact so important? You don't look at the forehead, you don't stare at the nose. These are stage tricks that are taught to people with stage fright. And though this is somewhat like a stage, it's not stage fright. You have got to connect with those jurors. Now, the first thing I do when I go in front of a jury is I make eye contact. Before I open my mouth at all, I make eye contact with every juror. I look at them and I nod and acknowledge them. And I nod and I acknowledge and I thank them. I might move my lips a little for purpose of saying thank you. It's nice to see you. Just look at them, and I don't say anything, but I just look at them and make eye contact. Now, there's a purpose for that, and the purpose is to identify those that I immediately connect with. And there are people, this is in the real world, this is in a conference room, this might be at a convention, it might be at Disneyland. You know, wherever you're in a crowd, at the basketball game, football game, there are people that you just look at and you just constantly or immediately identify with. There's those that you don't immediately identify with. Now, as lawyers, we tend to identify those that we don't connect with, that won't make eye contact with us, that look away with us, that sit there with their arms crossed like this and look away. And we become afraid of that juror for the rest of the voir dire. And you've just made a huge mistake. Make eye contact with them. Identify those that are for you immediately. And I say that's just superficial, but the ones you connect with that are going to be able to, you're going to feel comfortable making eye contact with. And you need to do that right away before you open your mouth, before you say a thing. And when you do that, when you break the ice in that first 30 to 45 seconds of voir dire, you will be able to make eye contact instead of staring at their forehead or looking over the top of their head or pretending they don't have any clothes on or staring at their chin or whatever you do to address stage fright in front of a jury. This is critical. It's important. You got to connect. You can't pretend to connect. You can't artificially connect. You have to actually connect, and that requires eye contact. So I hope this has been a little bit useful to you. I will continue on my series of civil voir dire videos. If you want more information, feel free to visit Trial.Win or subscribe to the Facebook and the YouTube channel provided below. Thank you so much. You're watching this video, so you already know the value of a good jury trial strategy. But did you know that you don't have to go at this alone? I'm former Judge Ken Adair, and when I retired from the bench, I returned to the trenches, to the practice of law, to jury trials, which is what I love and it's what I do. I provide first chair and co-counsel services for lawyers putting on high-stakes jury trials. Go to Trial.Win to learn more.